They look like ostriches. See, look how their body is really big on the back. Aw, so tiny. It's so fluffy. It's getting its feathers already.
So we got home with our turkeys. We got, let's see, how many did we get? 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Our power's out. I don't know why.
Mom, we should take out Leo.
Yeah, we should. It's a nice day. Well, we're gonna get these chicks set up in their new home for a little bit. Oh, it's me. And I guess leave them out here in the sunshine to get warm because we can't plug in our heat lamp because our power's out right now. So let's go do that. Let's go get them their tub and some wood chips. Kitty, 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 kitty. We're gonna go over here and check on our meat birds. I haven't been over here, but maybe once since we moved them up onto the hill in front of the house. So we're gonna go check on them, see how big they're getting. Hopefully they're looking a lot better than when we moved them up there and when we separated them. It's getting to be that time where butchering day is coming up, so we want to make sure that they're doing all right and looking good for butchering day. So we're here at our A-frame, our stress-free tractor that's housing 12 of our smaller meat birds right now, and they're looking really great. Much improvement since we put them over here. And we had separated them out because they were smaller, and some of them were looking
just flew over
kind of unhealthy, but now they're looking really good.
These chickens probably have 2 to 3 weeks, and then they will be butchered, and we'll go over and check out our big pen or our big tractor, and we'll see how close those guys are.
Really excited for butchering day. I love butchering day because it's just a time of learning and teaching and really reaping the benefits of what we've worked hard for the last few weeks previous. And it's a really good time of community. And overall, just a fun day. So
We
these
have
guys
about
are pretty big.
40, a little over 40 chickens in this pen. They've been doing very well. They're good eaters. They're not as great as foragers as the Red Rangers were, or the Red Husky Reds were last year, but
Yeah, I've noticed that the Husky Reds really wore down the grass a lot more than these are.
these guys more or less just stomp down the grass, and probably a week to 2 weeks away to butchering most of the chickens in this pen.
How much do you think they weigh?
They're probably close to, there's probably some 4 and 5 pound birds in there. We haven't done a lot of weighing this year just because of the amount we've had, but there are there are definitely some big ones that are we could probably butcher them now and have, 3.5 pound bird, probably some of the biggest ones we have. So that's what we're hoping for. We want to raise some of them up a little bigger and then have some crock pot birds and some soup birds as well. So which we'll have some roosters to call at the same time in our other pen. So yeah, we're getting very close to butchering day, which is nice because it looks like hopefully that'll hit before it gets too incredibly hot. And then we'll do another set in the fall with our turkeys.
Yep.
So.
But I wasn't really seeing the benefits of these Cornish Cross over the Husky Reds until now. I mean, they just really, just exploded in their weight gain, and they look really healthy. Huh? They just look really healthy now, and I'm sure that's from being on pasture and having all those good things, but I think I really like this group of chickens now.
And they have been incredibly healthy. They've been really hardy, a solid bird. We've been very impressed with these birds. They're clean, they look healthy. So that was become some of our worries, and you guys as viewers said, hey, we raised Cornish Cross, and kind of got us thinking that, hey, that's something we should try out. Yep. So we've tried them, and they are faster growers. We are going to finish out well. We've gone as long as 14 weeks with some of our other, when we've raised heritage breeds, and just ended up with really small chickens. And we feel like we're well ahead of that curve. We're right at 8 weeks now, and we'll be done probably by 12 weeks, I would think, with all of our chickens, with our first batch of meat birds this year. So that's a good thing.
How long do people normally raise this kind of chicken out?
They're normally ready in 8 to 9 weeks, I think is what the prescribed said. We didn't necessarily follow the exact feeding plan. Last year I just tried to do ration and just tried to really weigh it out. This year we just really have been more feeding choice during the day and limiting it, capping it, so they just didn't eat us out of house and home.
So we have a confession.
So we ordered turkeys, would have been earlier this week or last week?
This week. We got 12.
We had 12 come in. The first day, everything went good. We had them in a brooder. The next morning,
everything was looking good.
Looking good. And then what happened next? Tell them.
And then Caden came in, and about an hour later, after he checked on them from doing chores, and he said, "Did you move some of the turkeys?" And I said, "No." And 5 of our turkeys were missing. 5, just completely gone. And it must have been the cats, because
it was the cats.
The brooder that we have them in was pretty secure. I don't know how they even got to them. But 5 turkeys completely gone. So we moved the 7 into a brooder in the barn and got the cats out, and so now we've got some more ordered and on the way, but that's a bummer, losing 5 right off the bat. Just to complete, just to cats.
Yeah, it was.
And
it was a bummer.
they're just doing what cats do, but it's still a bummer. And lesson learned for us not to trust the animals that we think we know, because they're gonna hunt and they're gonna take the opportunity to kill whatever they can.
Which is
it.
Interesting, because we had cats around chickens.
Yeah, and chicks
and chicks over in the spring and didn't have this problem. So
yeah, it's a bummer. Turkeys are my favorite animal that we have here.
Yeah,
on the
and
farm.
we have more coming. We kind of scrambled around because we had several of these turkeys promised to other people and customers and family and friends, and so we've got more on the way to get the number back up to what we need it to be. So they should be a week or 2 behind these turkeys. So
not too big of a deal.
Which won't be a big deal come butchering. I think they'll be able to catch up.
We could do better.
Yep. So Yeah, that's one of those you live, you learn moments. Some of it, you know, we like to share our successes and our failures, and so Meatbirds this year I would say have been a success, and then failure might be leaving turkeys exposed to cats. Just
yeah. It's a beautiful evening. I'm gonna get some things planted in the garden.
Yeah, took a trip recently.
Yes.
You
We'll
guys
see
might
that
be
probably
seeing
on the
that.
next video. So
We'll see you guys.
We'll see
Thanks
you
for coming
guys
along
in the
with
next
us.
video.
No.
Come.
Come.
You're slobbery.
You are skinny too, you dork.